Dusty, get back
Oh,
in here.
Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday.
Oh, Jesus. Who cares? We work every day.
It's Friday. Yeah.
oh, yay. It's another day that ends in Y.
Yeah. There you go. It's all good.
It's all good.
All good in the hood.
It's so rude, Sally, to go mute yourself.
I'm sorry. My son came up and said, I said, I'm live. And he goes, just one question. I put it on my mute. I mute my mic and he goes, when and can you make me coffee?
Like, seriously, my
Oh my God.
same thing. Like, it's like,
I showed him how to use the French press. He knows how to use the other thing. Oh my gosh.
make him do it. How old is he? Which son?
20. He's going to be 22 this year.
Hell no. Go watch a YouTube video and figure out how to do it yourself.
Amen.
Like, for real. No. Good God.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Time to grow up and make your own damn coffee.
Yep. I hope everybody's having a good day. The chat's full. Man, people are ready to go.
I don't even know where the chat is.
Well,
It's in YouTube, Dusty.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go YOU.
like I know. What am I gonna do?
Did you stay up late last night, Dusty?
No, I really didn't, but my sleep patterns have been, we were just talking about that a little bit briefly before the show started. My sleep patterns have been kind of all jacked up.
Yeah.
I've been going to the gym and dang it, I can't get this window to expand. Okay, screw it, whatever. So, been going to the gym like mid-afternoon, and I don't know if it's, I say mid-afternoon, like 2 or 3 o'clock. I mean, it's early enough that it shouldn't like leave me totally wired or whatever, but then I get in bed and I'm just like not sleepy. And then I can tell my sleep patterns are definitely off. Like, you know, when you get deep night sleep versus like, wow, I had a bunch of nightmares last night versus like the last, I can't quite pinpoint it, but the last 2 nights of sleep have been really funky, like dreams and weird stuff. Speaking of funky, there's Funky Monkey.
She said her van is jam-packed.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing. You know, sometimes, you know, I've done a little bit of study with like sleep, and one thing that I do know is your body actually releases a lot of hormones while you're sleeping. And if you have sleep apnea or anything like that, what are you laughing about? Hormones?
Yeah, sorry, there's a bad hormone joke in there somewhere. Go ahead.
I'm sure there was. But you know, when you don't sleep well, your body doesn't release those hormones, and so you're basically deficient in those hormones. That's why a lot of times that's why sleep apnea has a lot to do with that, because you're not getting any of those. So, you know, and that may be something, you know, with you exercising, maybe that's kind of stirred up some hormones in your body, and you know, it's, I don't know. So that might have something to do with it.
Very possible. I mean,
that makes sense. I mean, part of the reason for starting
that has a lot to do with like the high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, all those issues. if you're not sleeping good, I think it has a lot to do with that. So,
Well, that's, my doctor 6 months ago goes, your blood pressure's through the roof. I was feeling really funky one day, and I'm like, okay, something's off. And knock on wood, I don't go to the doctor. I hadn't been to the doctor in years. The only reason I have a doctor is because I figured when they were changing all the insurance stuff around and all that, I figured they'd quit taking new patients. And it was the same doctor that Tristan has, and I liked her. So I went and was like, can I have a physical or whatever, just to become an official patient, so that I could get a chart there in case I ever needed a doctor. But anyhow, I felt like something was bad, like off, 6-9 months ago. And so I went, and it's high blood pressure, and they put me on these meds that were horrible. But the doctor, she's really cool. She'd rather you go the natural route on stuff just than writing a pill every time. But she goes, just to get it under control, let me give you this, high blood pressure pill. Made me crawl out of my skin. But what she determined was that basically I've gained 40, 50 pounds. A lot of fat going on right here. So therefore, I don't sleep at night because I have sleep apnea. She looks at my throat and everything. She's like, I can tell you right now, without even sending you for a diagnosis, it's sleep apnea. She goes, sleep apnea, like you said, high blood pressure, all because of weight, whatever. So, and then essentially the meds made me go literally almost nuts. So I took myself off of them and told her I did. And she's like, well, you know what you need to do? You need to lose weight. So here I am finally 6 months later, about to try to lose some weight. So,
yeah.
So maybe just for you, maybe you need to go to the gym earlier. Because sometimes, okay, this is what it sounds like to me. Sometimes when you go to the gym and you work out really hard and stuff, you'll actually wake yourself up more.
Right.
And
but
so,
I mean, I'm there at like 1:30 in the afternoon, out by 3. I mean, that's pretty early. And I'm sorry, I can't do the early morning. I mean, y'all have seen me on the show. Really, seriously, I'm gonna keep my balance and not fall off a piece of equipment at this time of morning, or even earlier than now. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
I mean, not to mention the fact that I waned. The fact that, see, I can't form sentences. I joined a 24-hour gym was so I could go anytime, because I don't like people. I don't want to be there with all those people that go and work out before work. Those people, yes, I call them that. Those people, the granola eating, happy, healthy. I got to do this, and then I got to get to my job by 7, and no, screw you. And when I'm in there at like 1, 2 in the afternoon, it's like me and fat old people, and it's awesome. They're like my best friends, If they're either old or they're really, really, really big, So it's like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
I don't want to go during muscle hour,
Right. Well,
I don't know. Yeah, no, but I see what you're saying. I mean, maybe if I move that 2, 3 o'clock back, or maybe my body just needs to get used to.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. I mean, the awesome thing is I've only done 2 days so far, and each day I've done 3.5 miles on the treadmill for 3.5 miles an hour for an hour solid. But the awesome thing is I don't hurt anywhere.
That's great.
So, which I have leg muscle, so I wasn't expecting to do that. It's just the rest of me is really flabby. So, and then I'll work in some upper body bull crap. The whole point is not to go work out. The thing is to go get my metabolism up, start a healthier lifestyle, lose some weight.
Yep.
Get rid of sleep apnea, get rid of high blood pressure, be able to see my feet again,
So one thing to be kind of aware of with the sleep apnea is there is a possibility that you could have, even losing the weight, you could still have sleep apnea.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people are born with that.
But I never had it before in my life. I slept fine until I gained a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
I was born with
probably
it.
what it is. That's that. Then yours is probably just weight, and you just gotta get the weight off, and then you'd be fine.
I actually think my oldest son has it too.
So.
Sherry says, I hate exercise. Just putting that out there.
I told her I'm allergic.
I break out in hives when I work out.
Here's the thing though. Like to me, like walking's not a big deal. They got TV screens. I watched the Waltons for the first time in like I don't know 40 years. But actually no. But I watched part of the Waltons. I watched like that. What's that show where they're like flipping homes and they're like, we bought this home for $295,000. We sunk $55,000 in improvement costs for a total of $350,000. We're going to sell it for $353,000, leaving us a profit of $3,000. And it's like, damn, y'all in the wrong business.
Tina said that she started Insanity on Monday, and she's down 2 pounds. Congratulations.
Which one's Insanity?
It's a Beachbody, like a, what do they call it? They have that other one too.
I don't know.
P90X, and then Insanity. Insanity is supposed to be worse than P90X, I think.
Yeah. You're insane if you do that shit.
I like riding my beach cruiser for exercise. I'll probably start doing that.
But they got this little room in the gym too, where you can you walk up to this kiosk thing and you can pick these different programs, and then you go in the room and like a projector drops down out of the ceiling, and you can take you can pull one of the exercise bikes in there and do your own little spin class, or look like you're riding through the mountains or whatever. I guess I don't know. But I mean, they got a lot of cool stuff like that. But it's this business. We sit in a chair all day long. Yeah. Well, you get out and you walk to a thrift store and you walk through it. Big freaking deal compared to the whole rest of the day. Just put my elbow in my coffee.
Jeez, Dusty. You're having a heck of a morning, aren't you? Yeah, Nikki's got some kind of gingerbread man, something. It's big.
That's creepy.
Is that your breakfast today?
No.
I'll eat that gingerbread man.
I bought a car last night.
You bought a car?
Yeah. 2006 Chevy Malibu.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it? Put it in the story.
My daughter needs a car. Otherwise, if she doesn't want it, I'm gonna sell it.
Oh. I don't know how I get it down here, but maybe I can buy it. I don't know. Guess I could fly out there and pick it up.
Road trip. Go over and pick up Sally. We're gonna bring you a car. No? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I'm thinking my daughter's gonna take it. I hope. I don't know. That's what I bought it for. But
yeah.
Why would she not? I don't know.
What the hell?
My van is jam packed, and I bought one of those chemical toilets, for the camper.
Oh, so is it in there too?
Because is it
in there along with the Chevy Malibu and the toilet?
No, the toilet's in here. Anyways, my husband goes and takes the stuff over to the van, right? Starts putting stuff in the van. here there's shit in it.
What?
There's
She
shit
has
in
a
the
shit?
toilet.
Oh no.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, well,
Oh.
bring it back over and put it in one of the lots so you can resell it.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh.
I bought it for like $3. They're worth like $50, you know,
Yeah.
or more. But this one I think is going to be about $50. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna have to bleach it. He dumped it out in the weeds, and
How rude.
well, we're right there by the poop plant.
Oh my gosh.
How dare you shit
Our
in the
auction-
toilet?
The auction is right down there by the poop plant, so he dumped it in the weeds. The weeds are, it's, you know, like across the street from the auction place is like this, it's right on the bay. It's, there's all kinds of trees and weeds. Nobody goes in there. It's all swampy. You can't like go in there or anything. And so my husband just dumped it in there.
Yeah.
But
So are you gonna keep
Yeah.
the toilet in the van then?
no, I'm going to
No?
sell it. I'm going to
Okay.
bleach it and sell it.
Okay, good.
That's good.
And I got a whole big box full of I paid $30 for the box of John Deere parts, and I'll probably make about $500 off those.
Very nice.
Awesome.
I spent not including the car. I spent $180 last
What'd
week.
you pay for the car?
The car, $1,200.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it runs good. But see, nobody wanted to bid on it because the oil wasn't on the dipstick,
Yeah.
Mm.
so people were worried, you know. But my husband said when they started it up, there was no sound. So my husband knows all about cars, so he knows.
That's good.
Yeah, he drove it home last night. It was funny. We had my sister-in-law's boyfriend with us, and we filled up the van. I mean, the van was packed full, and my husband was just going to leave me there, and he was going to come home and do stuff, and then come back and pick me up, you know. Well, he ended up staying longer and longer and longer. Well, we ended up filling up the van, and there was no room for me. And I was like, so I called my daughter. I'm like, hey, about 10:30, you want to give me a ride home? And she's like, yeah, I can do that. So I told Gary, I said, well, you can go do what you want. Brandy's going to give me a ride home. Well, then we ended up buying the car. So we had an extra
Well,
van.
yeah.
But the problem is he left me at the auction and left me the van and took the empty car home. I was like, I've only got my passenger seat now to fill up. I could have had a whole car to fill up.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
But I got some safety lights that I got those for, I don't know, like $10 a piece. They're worth anywhere from $50 up to $80. I got a whole brand new set of the Wiseman nativity scene plastic bowl molds. They're brand new in the box. I'll get well over $100 for them, or about $100 for them.
The big ones? You're
Yeah,
talking
the big
about?
ones.
Okay.
The big lighted ones, yeah. And then
Nice.
You should put those on the hood of your Malibu along with your porta potty on the back.
I got a bunch of car parts, like gaskets and stuff like that. Yeah, got the potential of making quite a bit of money. So
Good.
yeah,
It sounds like you did real good.
yeah, it's packed right to my seat, as you can see. It's packed all the way back, all the way up to the ceiling. And quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah.
Get this nice. Oh, hold on.
Oh, what's that?
Nice
A,
lake.
ur-
It's a lake
a,
globe.
a urinal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice lake globe.
Oh,
Nice big. Yeah. Because that's my thing, you know.
yeah.
Sherry
Yep.
the cheerfulness says you guys are funny, LOL.
You are funny, Sherry.
Yeah,
LOL.
she is. You know,
Sherry?
a little bit ago in the chat, I saw a Comfortable Life say that, since we're talking about auctions, they went to an auction last night, couldn't believe they don't like or want eBay sellers they're bidding. Well, that ain't a very
What?
good auctioneer.
No.
Who said that?
Comfortable Life. They ain't a very good auctioneer if they don't want eBay sellers there. Well, you know, that happened to me one time. I wanted to buy a bunch of books at this is the Jerks auction. That's why I don't like them. This other auction that I go to. He has this whole like back room full of bookshelves, and there's all kinds of books back there. And I asked his wife, I said, if I buy a bunch, will you give me a deal? And she said, of course, you know. I bought all kinds of books, including Bibles, a lot of Bibles, or wanted to buy. And I hoofed all, and this was like, it was like 90 degrees outside, hotter than hell. There was no airflow back there. I'm just sweating bricks, you know, just sweating like crazy. And I bring all these books up. They're probably at least 20 or 30 books, right?
Mm.
Bring them all up there. She's looking at them. He's not auctioning, somebody else is, so he comes over. He goes, what's going on? And she says, oh, I'm just going to give her a price on these books. And he's looking through them, and he goes, are you going to sell them online? So, well, you know what I do. And he's like, nope, we're not selling them to you. He says, I got kids that like to come in here and get these. I'm like, do you? You got a lot of kids coming in and get books, do you? Yeah, I like to give them to them for free. I haven't seen a kid in there since.
Where's
There's
this
no
at?
kids at this other auction that I go to. And this is why I don't like him. He's a douche. And
Yeah.
it was like, no, you sell them online. I'm not giving them to you. We're not selling
I've
them.
only had that one time. It was that I pretty much kind of got kicked out. I should go back there and make a video.
Just like Sherry says, all the kids have Kindle or they read
Yeah.
their stuff online. You know, most kids, they don't even use textbooks anymore. They get all their textbooks online.
And so I figured, you know, he probably just wanted to sell them himself, you know, knowing that I'm an eBay seller, because he knows what I do. Them auctioneers know what you do. Anyways, I went back there and looked the other day when I was there. I mean, that day I told my husband he had bought some gas cans or whatever. And I said, pay for your shit, we're leaving. He goes, what? I said, we're leaving. I'm done. I'm not coming back to this place, you know. And I didn't go back to that place for over 6 months. Anyways, yeah, the guy was just a jerk. And it's like, I don't see any kids coming in getting books. And honestly, all those books that I picked out, they're still sitting back there on the shelves. Yep. So I could see if he wanted them for himself to sell. But he's not even selling them. They're just sitting on the shelf, you know. What are you guys laughing at?
I'm typing to you. Can you not see the side chat in here?
No, she can't. Oh, maybe if she goes into a certain thing.
All of our auctions are.
And he's just counting how many cuss words you say.
All of our auctions are friendly. But I have been kicked out of it. I've had one thrift store one time that told me that they weren't like, they better not catch you looking stuff up on eBay. They don't like resellers. And I was like, what? And thank God I just paid for my stuff. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I just never went back.
Yeah.
But all of our auctions are like totally.
Why wouldn't you just say, okay, you're a customer, you know, and treat them like anybody else, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
that's my normal auctioneer, you know, he's like, you know, if he knows that there's something that goes really good on eBay or something, or if it's like packing supplies or something like that, he's like, come on, eBay sellers, get up here and bid. You know what you want, you know, and blah, blah, blah. You know, he's always saying that, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, he loves most of his clientele is resellers, whether it be eBay sellers or flea market sellers, or
Mm-hmm.
you don't care as long as he's selling stuff.
Yep.
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 Because we're faithful, we're always there no matter what. You know, the regular public may not be, but us resellers are always at every auction. You know,
Especially the ones we're regular, we're faithful and regular. Especially the ones that got porta potties in their cars.
Yeah.
Get it? Get it, girl.
I was like, this brings new meaning to buying shit at the auction.
No shit.
That is actually a good thing that I think a lot of people would probably overlook, is those little the ones I always found were made by Thetford. I want to say is it Thetford that makes the little camping portable toilet things, but they're usually an easy $50. And you know what? Worst case, if they're full of whatever, leave the little lid and the plug off of it and let it evaporate, and you know it's.
Well, he dumped it out, and there was some chemical in it, so it wasn't that bad. He said.
Right.
Anyways, he dumped it out and everything, and I'll just dump some bleach in there and swish it around. It'll be all right.
I mean, yeah. Now, on second thought, I'd be. Ooh, I don't do well with poo and pee and stuff like that, but.
Well, you know, it kind of grosses me out that it's somebody else's. I mean, I don't want to clean up my own family's crap, but you know,
they're good.
Put some rubber gloves on; it'll be good.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's an auction tonight.
Sometimes
I only paid like $2 for it or whatever, so I mean, I'll get like $50 out of it.
Sometimes you gotta take a shitty deal and then turn it into a sweet deal.
Yeah, whatever. That's what they make rubber gloves and bleach for.
Okay.
Right?
You know, if it was my own family's toilet, I wouldn't worry about it, but it being somebody else, yeah, I'm going to do rubber gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a bunch of blow molds and just all kinds of stuff. Holy smokes. I'll have to make a big video.
Man, I don't think that'll
Maybe I'll have to get Dusty, Jason, and Eric and Jim on, and I'll have a unveiling.
You need to do a haul video.
Have a live show.
Yeah.
Get in the middle of all that
Actually,
stuff. Get in the middle of all that stuff in your van and start your haul video from there, and just like work your way out. Just be sitting in the middle of it with like just your face, and then be like hi, and then just show items as you go as you work your way to the outside.
see, us ladies, me, Sally, Valerie, and Tara, we could have a live show with all my stuff. Somebody else would have to run it though, because I can't do it off the phone probably.
Whatever you want to do.
Out.
Yep. Say Friday.
And then I can bring in the last couple auction stuff too.
Today is Friday. I totally misunderstood what you said earlier. It sounded like you said blowholes.
Blow molds.
I just
blow molds, you know, stuff you put in your yard, lights up.
Oh my Lord! Sherry just wrote a book. I got to catch up with that one.
I got ghosts. I got suckers. I got gingerbread men, and like I said, brand new in the box. I got the wise men.
Nice.
Which those wise men I sold this last summer for, it was either 25 or 35 bucks a piece, and plus shipping. And then I had some more that I sold at my flea market when I had one at the steam show, and I had like 4 pieces, and they were all, none of these were brand new, by the way, but these ones are. And I sold 4 pieces at my flea market for $110.
Wow.
So, yeah, so I'll definitely do good on those.
Oh, it's okay, Sherry. I caught up now.
And that's one of those long tail items. You gotta probably sit on them till usually when I sell them, but they'll probably sit here for a while. But we'll get them listed. And
Ooh.
A Rolodex fell on your head. Ow.
I was gonna
ow,
leave them.
I'm coming to that point too, to where I have to squish because I have boxes on my table right here, and they have some clothes on them. And then I have this pile over here, and it's got clothes, and I like have to. I step sideways. I'm like doing a line dance, trying to get in between. Like, yeah, I need to fix this.
if you ever see these kind of lights here, these are
Uh-huh.
safety lights. They're explosive proof and waterproof. You
Oh,
want to pick those up if you can get them cheap, because they're, well, depending on the brand, like these ones will probably only be about $50 each. But I've got some that I picked up at the other auction last weekend that will probably be worth about $135 each, and I paid $10 for them. So
Nice.
and like, what is that like? That's like, there's a end on that.
well, that's how it gets hooked up to the light, to the ceiling, to the, because it's like on the ceiling, on the wall.
Right.
Okay.
That's how it gets
And the
hooked up.
ones that have cages around them too can do really well, because those are like coolers, warehouses, walk-in coolers have them a lot of times. But they'll have a cage in case anybody hits
Oh,
like that.
Like these
But
ones.
they can bring really, and I've, like Nikki said, I think people walk right past them and they're an easy on a lot of them. Sometimes, they're an easy, because they got that industrial steampunk kind of look. People love stuff like that for like decorating stuff. Kraus Heinz is a good brand on that one. They also make
That's what those ones are.
Kraus Heinz, they make stoplights too. If you ever see, well, of course, if you ever see stoplight parts, grab them anyhow. But that's all I got.
Yeah. And and like I said, these ones will probably bring about $50 each. The Kraus Heinz looks like about $50, $60. The ones, but like I said, the ones that I got last weekend, those, I can't remember what the names on them are, but those bring $135 a piece or $150. So. But yeah, there's other eBay sellers at the auction, and they didn't even look at them.
But you know what though? Some people just don't look at some stuff. Oh, that can't be worth anything. I'm not gonna. And that's where I think people like you that know stuff, or me, or whoever else, that knows stuff like that most resellers would walk by. That's where you can, swoop in and make some money.
Yeah. Well, that's how I make most of my money. Is I buy the guy stuff, the John Deere parts, the car parts, all that stuff, because nobody knows. That's like these blow molds. Nobody realizes at those auctions that those, they just look at them as junk.
yeah. We're really the ultimate. Sorry.
No,
go ahead.
I'm just looking up stuff at an auction tonight, trying to figure out whether or not I want to go.
I was just gonna say that we're just the ultimate recyclers. We find stuff that people will use again and keep it from ending up in a landfill, and where it can't be used anymore.
There was a really cool comment, if you don't care, on one of our videos that somebody left. If you don't care if I read it really quick.
No, go ahead.
that really summed up. Like, I was like, wow, thank you so much for typing. Like, that took some time to type or whatever. Community. Crap, now I gotta remember where it was.
On one of your videos?
Yeah, because I was going through replying to comments and stuff yesterday. I would go to the video. Oh, here we go. Resellers in general and how they support their communities. Garage sale diggers, thrifters, dumpster divers, and trash pickers support people and charity in their community. Garage sales are a way for ordinary people to reduce clutter and make some extra cash. Thrift stores are usually run by charity organizations that need to continually turn over their inventory to raise the funds they need to do the work they do. Resellers help these stores to move items faster. Help the environment by reducing items that go into a landfill. Help people who have a need for items they sell but are unable to pay full retail price by reaching a larger customer base. The local postal service gets helped by reselling and other delivery service as well. The state government by the way of state tax, the federal government by the way of income tax. Reselling also helps people who are stay-at-home parents and single parents to earn an income, extra income that allows them to improve the lifestyle of themselves and their children. When resellers who have a so-called normal job leave to go full-time, they then leave that normal job open for someone else to take. Therefore, they are creating employment opportunities. With extra cash to spend themselves, they put extra cash back in their local area, which over time has a flow-on effect. They also support their own families. Resellers support a lot of people in many ways. They themselves may not even realize how far-reaching what they do can go.
That is awesome.
Like, it pretty much nailed.
Spot on.
Nailed, like, everything. I was like, wow, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was so long.
No, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
And he was from, I believe, his name's Neville. I believe he's from Australia. And he said, like, new subscriber and stuff, and then posted that really long comment. And I was like, that's really nice.
And Valerie missed it.
It is.
Oh, hell no, I'm not reading that again.
What?
You should really, though, post that in your group.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, ain't nobody got time for all that.
It was a really good comment that he got on a video of his, and it talks about how we're just basically, we are
how all the good that reselling does, both in the community, keeping things out of landfill, providing jobs, helping charities, providing tax money at both the federal and state level, and et cetera, et cetera.
Well,
income for single
like I've
parents.
told you before,
on.
if it wasn't for us eBay sellers, my post office would be closed. There would be two post offices, Poplar and Maple would both be closed if it wasn't for us eBay sellers.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so right there, you know,
it'd be the Poplar and the less popular post office.
Yeah.
See what I did?
That was funny the other day. Eric said, "Oh, I thought you were your name. I thought you were just trying to spell popular picker, and you didn't know how to spell it."
Oh my god!
I was like, "Oh my god!" When this guy met me, he must have thought I was a complete idiot.
Oh, jeez.
What in the?
Hi, Tara.
Hey, Nikki, how's it going?
Morning, Tara.
Hey, guys.
But
that's true. I mean, we are definitely recyclers of items. You know, whether it be whatever it is.
Yep.
You know. True.
Well, and that's like the scrappers that come to the auction. You know, I mean, they buy all the crap, you know, that they can scrap, and you know they're recycling too. You know.
Yeah.
So even that form of reselling is helping out the environment. You know.
Yep.
Right.
Well, it was some kind of video on Facebook or something the other day, and it was showing these people. It was like I don't remember what country it was, but one of the third world countries, and it was showing like like these guys would build these stoves out of like fence metal, like I guess tin or whatever. Yeah, it was very a very good stove, but it was made out of all this tin.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was pretty interesting.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
You missed all my oxen stuff, Tara.
Oh, I saw some of it before I went out to go feed the horses.
Oh.
I heard you talking about your toilet that had the poop in it.
Yeah.
And you bought some car parts and some other stuff.
Yeah.
John Deere tractor parts.
Before you went out and milked the horses.
What is with you and your obsession in milking horses? Which
So y'all are gonna.
It reminds me of like a fetish or something. Like
y'all are gonna appreciate this. So I'm at the gym 2 days ago, and I'm doing the treadmill thing, and I'm like, they got the little TV screen, and I'm like, cool. Like, wow, this is what real TV is like. We don't have cable anymore. Like, there is so much crap on TV. So I stand there for a minute to figure out what I want to watch or whatever. And it's some like brewery show on Esquire Network or whatever. Like it's one of those like startup businesses, and these guys are going to start up a brewery. And I'm like, fascinating. I like brewing beer and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll watch that. They're going to make a milk stout, which has milk byproduct or back in the day. Anyhow, long story short, they end up at a dairy farm, these brewery guys, and they're milking this cow, right? And the guy's like, how do you do it? You pull like this and whatever, and they're pulling on the teat. And the guy's like, no, let me show you how it's done. He gets down. Okay, you know where this is going. On his hands and knees and elbows like that, and puts his mouth on the teat and starts sucking. And the other guys all go, oh my God, I don't think I've seen anything like that before in my entire life. And they spend like a good 15, 20 seconds on this show showing this guy sucking on a cow's teat. And I'm like, oh my God. No, I literally have to stop the treadmill because I'm laughing so hard.
Oh my God. I can't believe they put that on TV.
Oh. Well, I don't know what the Esquire Network is, but apparently they don't give a crap. So,
Jesus. Oh.
Well, at least they weren't milking a horse on there.
I guess.
That would have been awkward.
Very. Man, crickets. Crickets.
Who's got crickets?
Oh no. Dusty's got his Google effects.
Oh my God. I didn't even know there was one on there.
Yeah, there's a cricket on there. The cat turned it off. I don't know. These auctions this week are like, we got two. We got one that I've never been to that's like all like pallet liquidation crap. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, do I really want to go spend a couple hours of my life that I can't get back on a Friday night looking at like Target return stuff? And then the other one, but it's like 45 miles away, it's like just straight up junk.
But sometimes it's not good.
hold on, I gotta go back to
Straight up junk.
yeah, and I like it, but it's one of those where I mean you're gonna get out of there at 11:30 at night and drive home in the freaking dark, and it's just ugh. And then I know what'll happen is I'll end up dragging tomorrow because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm dragging butt this morning. I got out of the auction. Well, I got home probably about 11-ish, 30-ish, something like that. And yeah, I'm kind of dragging butt this morning because you're standing and you're walking around and you're lifting and oh yeah, I'm kind of sore and kind of struggling this morning.
Yeah.
It's funny, my husband, I'll be like, oh man, I'm pooped after an auction. He's like, why? What did you do? You know, and I was like, that's a lot of work standing around there all night long. You know, I mean, I was there from 5 until 10:30, 11 o'clock, you know. That's a lot of hours to be standing around, walking around, lifting stuff, and, you know, it's a lot of work.
Don't they have chairs though?
Yeah, but I don't sit in them.
Oh.
There's too much stuff to look at, too many people to talk to, too much bidding going on.
So do you get to look at your stuff before you actually bid on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has people bring their stuff in on Tuesday. And so you have Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, and then all day Thursday to look at the stuff if you want.
Mm.
And yeah, I usually go in, you know, about an hour early or whatever and dig through the boxes and stuff and whatever. Yeah, it's not like it's not like a storage auction where you're just looking at, you know.
So if there's a box of stuff, you get to actually go through it?
Yeah, you can go and dig in it, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That sounds like fun.
Oh, it is. You see the neatest stuff. I mean, even if you don't buy it, you see the coolest stuff at auctions. I mean, stuff that you've never even thought of.
Yeah.
You know. And you learn a lot. I mean, you know, I can pick something up and say, what is this? You know, and one of the old guys there, oh, that's da 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 da, you know. And it's just very interesting. You get stories, it's just fun. I just love the whole atmosphere of the auction, you know. But like I said before, I've been going to them since I was, you know, birth, you know, so
yeah,
they're part of my life, always have been, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that know my dad, a lot of people that knew my brother, you know, a lot of people that know me, you know, from being around, and so it's.
All right, we're gonna do shout outs. I see Robin Birchall, Michelle Clark, Sharon Towles, Tracy Atkinson, Craig Murray, Sherry Honeybee Treasure, Greenville Treasures, Comfortable Life. Hi, Tristan. Good morning.
Morning.
Miss Bathrobe Lady. So the Comfortable Life. Queen City Picker.
Jason
Gina Shelper.
Banana, who's drinking juice out of a paper cup. What are you doing?
Oh, banana.
Sipping gin and juice.
Laid back.
Just the coffee, guys.
Mind on my
That was
money
like the
and my money
whitest
on my
response
mind.
ever, too. Sipping on gin and juice.
Did you say oil field picker? That's somebody I haven't seen before.
Oh yeah, oil picker, and then Sherry Cheerful Nest, of course.
God, she's always so cheerful. It's so annoying.
I know it's such a downer.
Yeah.
Blackberry Thistle Tea. Megan Carl, Ruthie D Cool Things.
Ruthie the cool thing.
Yep. Ruthie did cool things. Megan,
Bang,
Carl,
bang.
and
Things, not things.
yeah, oil field picker. Is that the one you said, Nikki?
Oil field picker, yeah.
Yeah. And bearded picker, fishing and picking. And I thought Todd was in here. What's his name?
Slacker?
No.
Oh, which one's Todd?
The silver hair slacker.
Yeah.
Is he in here? He's having a rummage sale today.
Richter.
I thought he was in here. I thought I seen him.
Queen City Picker says, I learned something from Nikki going to an auction. Shake that porta potty to see if it's empty.
Oh gosh. There's Larry Lafferty, Beth C,
Is it the cherry?
Rich Richter, and we're at the end. Yeah, I thought I could have swore that Stacker was in here, Silver Hair Stacker.
He's having a rummage sale today, so I didn't expect to see him.
Ah. Fish to pick and says Sherry, the crappy day nest. That's not nice.
Oh, and Fishing and Picking also asked about the tickets. What happened with the tickets?
What tickets?
Oh, I told him.
Earlier. Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Basically, the thing with the tickets is I was short 6,000, so I told her that I'd give her 200 back, and whenever I get the 6,000 tickets, I'll message her, and she was like, "That sounds good." So, at least it's possibly a thing of I mean, maybe it'll fall through. Who knows? But maybe I'll actually get them together and sell them. Like I planned on doing. But that would be good. What are you doing this morning, Jason?
Well, I'm off to a good start. I woke up. That's half the battle right there.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. After that, I can handle anything that comes my way. Other than that, not much going on, really. I haven't even thought about the day yet, other than I have to be in before 12:30 to ship out a couple of things.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I got a long day of like cleaning parts and stuff today. That's my agenda.
Fun.
Oh, and I put up 150 something auctions last night. So
Awesome.
yeah,
That's really good.
A lot of shipping to do next week.
When do your auctions go off?
What day was it? Tuesday, I think. Tuesday night. 5 days. 5-day auctions started yesterday. So yeah, I think that's Tuesday. I don't know. Too early for these big numbers.
I know. I'll let you rest your pretty head for a minute.
Yeah, I can't count to 5 this early. So I caught the show for a couple of seconds this morning. Something about
and let me guess. All you heard was poop in the potty.
no. Something about Nikki bought a car in a $1 box lot or something. What happened?
No, I bought a car.
Close.
And then I got like all full van.
Oh yeah, you are full. Wow, look at that. I didn't even notice. What's that?
I bought a Chevy Malibu.
Oh, okay.
And then filled my van with about $180 worth of stuff.
What's that big orange?
Well, I mean, I paid $180 for all the stuff,
including.
But I've got just no. Besides the car I paid $1,200 for.
That's not bad.
But I got I've got like one box full of John Deere parts that's worth $500, at least $500. So,
Oh, cool.
not to mention everything else that's in the van. So,
You know me, I like parts.
and yes, I bought a toilet, a chemical toilet, and it had poop in it. I didn't know it when I bought it.
Is that number 1 and number 2?
It was a shitty deal.
Let me get this straight. So you paid for someone's number 2.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That's what I said. It brings no meaning to buying shit at the auction.
Did that once too. Jim did that once too, but he bought a porta potty that had a poop patty in it yet.
Yes.
So, Nikki, what is that big like white and orange thing directly behind your seat?
That's a pumpkin.
Oh, like a lawn pumpkin?
Yeah, blow molds. I got a crap load of blow molds yesterday.
Oh. That's cool. The gingerbread man.
Which sell if you don't mind shipping them. They do sell good if you don't mind shipping them.
What's the problem with shipping them?
No. There's no problem shipping them. They're just big, and you have to get a big box. And
are they heavy?
Not at all. They're not heavy at all. But it's just dimensional weight.
Oh,
so you need a big box.
Big ones. I mean, like this gingerbread man's probably not going to cost that much to ship because he's not really. Well, he's kind of big, but like the nativity scene I bought, them are the big ones, and they're probably like waist high or whatever. And yeah, those get dim weight.
Now, do you need to put packing material in the box, or is that just it'll just get there?
I do, just to be on the safe side. Now this one is in its original box. I'm just gonna have to tape up the box. It's all brand new in there for the nativity scene.
Fishing and Picking says, "Damn, Nikki bought Jesus."
Got Jesus in a Chevy Malibu.
I wish I could find some more Jesus, because when
Wait. I've never heard the word Jesus in the plural sense.
Yeah. Anyway, baby Jesus is Jesus. Sounds like I got a little stutter there or something. Anyways, you're always buying. You know, when you buy blow molds, you're always getting Mary and Joseph, but the baby's never there. I mean, Mary and Joseph sell, but the baby is where it's at, and you never find them.
The baby is where it's at.
Well, I mean, that's the main character in the whole story, so you can't go without the baby.
Oh, my.
But you never find the baby.
You're funny, Nikki.
Thank you.
Crack me up.
We got to quote her on that one day. Like,
the chat is going crazy right now. The chat is going nuts.
Well, it's true though. I mean, I'm always finding Mary and Joseph, never find the baby.
You need to quit talking about all that around Jason. Jason's Jewish, and he doesn't appreciate that.
Sorry, Jason. He is not. He's Italian. He's not Jewish.
I tell him that like every other day.
Second.
Like, are you Jewish? He's like, I'm not. He finally yelled at me the other day. I'm not freaking Jewish.
Well, you know what it is? It's the name. It's a very Jewish name, I believe.
See, so in my mind, you're Jewish. Just leave me alone with my own preconceived.
Your last name is Jewish?
I want to think
my first name.
Jewish.
Oh, your first name. Oh.
It's usually a fairly Jewish name, if I remember correctly.
That's why your last name is why I figured you're Italian.
Oh, yeah. Anything that ends in a vowel, you got a 90% chance of it being Italian, right?
Yeah. My last name.
Virgil says, "Hey,
my real last name starts with an I. I mean, ends with an I."
Oh,
Sorry.
wait. So you're just using your fake name?
Well, my maiden name.
Kidding. I know what you meant.
I call it my real name.
So wait, your real name is Nick then?
Actually, I was supposed to be named Nicholas, but I ended up being a girl, so they named me as close as they could to my dad's name,
Oh, okay.
Nicholas Jr.
That makes sense.
So Robin Burchell says, "Hey, Jesus sells, but is that considered human trafficking? Selling baby Jesus?"
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I'm selling babies. I'm selling babies on eBay.
That is so funny.
And a lot of people worry about. I sell Christmas stuff all the time. When I get it, I list it because it sells all year round. People get into that whole Christmas in July thing.
Right.
Especially at Nikki's storage unit.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was funny because there was the stuff at the auction was like there was all these different things in the lot, you know, and you were bidding for choice, right? And I mean it was going through the moon. All of a sudden, $35, you know, and I was like, holy crap! And I figured they were going after these blow molds because they're brand new in the box, you know. And then this guy buys this like old crappy old little radiator. Then all of a sudden for a car. Well, then all of a sudden I'm like, all right, so I got another chance. It goes up to like $30, $35 again. I was like, holy crap, these guys really want these blow molds. All of a sudden they grab some other piece of crap, something or other. And then all of a sudden it went up to $25. Like, okay, I lost them this time. Nope, they grabbed some other kind of stupid thing, you know. And I was like, holy crap. And
wait, 1 second. Does anyone know what she's talking about? I totally lost.
Nobody wanted the blow molds. They were brand new in the box. Nobody wanted them. I couldn't believe it.
You know, I'm listening. I realized I'm like, wait, I don't know what she's talking about.
I'm sorry. Well, they were in a lot, and you got to choose, you know, choice.
Oh, it was choice.
And the high bidder got choice. So yeah, I mean, and all of a sudden they'd be up to $35, and I'd be like, crap, they're gonna take the blow molds. Nope, didn't. Take some piece of crap.
Wait.
You know?
Let me get this straight. So it was choice. So you had to decide how much you wanted to pay for baby Jesus.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
That was your first choice?
No, somebody else chose because I wasn't gonna pay $35 for them.
Oh, okay.
I wanted them cheaper than that. You know me. Well, anyways,
Right.
everybody was buying everything else out of the pile. Nobody wanted the blow molds, so I ended up getting them. You know, what are you laughing at? Am I missing something?
Can I make
something in
sure?
the side chat that just cracked me up?
Can I make sure that,
Oh.
that what you're saying, because I still don't think I'm hearing you right. Because at first I thought you were saying blowholes, and then I think you said blow molds.
Blow molds. MOLDS. Blow
Okay,
molds.
and then Jerry says he bought glow molds or something.
Blow molds.
Glow molds.
Blow. I am saying BLOW.
Okay.
MOLDS. Blow molds.
Okay.
That's the first word.
That's what these things are. You just want me to say blow again. Shut up.
So what's a blow mold then?
There's some, I don't know where, there's some serious sacrilege in here somewhere, and I'm just really
Well, I am deaf, so I wasn't sure I was hearing you correctly.
Did this show really just say baby Jesus blowhole?
That's it. It's official. This show is gonna burn.
I didn't win it, but I also bid on an easy hoe. I actually was bidding on it just so I could come on the show today and say I bought an easy hoe.
What did they put you on the podium?
It was this little rototiller, motorized rototiller, and it was called an easy hoe. Well, when they were bidding on it, and so I said, look, it's even an easy hoe. Nobody got it. Nobody laughed. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I sit there laughing, and nobody's laughing at the auction. I was like, what the hell?
None of those people had a sense of humor, I'll tell you that.
Usually I at least get the auctioneer going. Yeah.
Sherry
Oh
said
my
she's
God.
praying now
Nobody
for
thought
all
it
of
was-
us.
I'm Catholic. I can sell baby Jesus, right?
Yep. All good.
All good. All right, I figured this.
Well,
show.
that was like, a lot of people always say, you should never sell Bibles. That's not right. And it's like somebody's got to buy them. The churches
Right.
don't get them for free. The churches buy them.
Yep.
Hey, and you're getting it and you're reselling it,
Yeah.
and somebody else is getting that Bible.
Yes, it's not going in the trash.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Hold on, I think this show needs a little help this morning.
Oh no.
No
Oh,
more.
That's pretty.
There we go.
That's a pretty
Oh,
picture.
gosh.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Where'd you-
Jason.
where'd you get that, Jason? Did your priest give it to you?
No, that was hanging above my grandmother's bed, and that was.
Oh.
And it's down because I'm actually in the middle of. I gotta hang it. Just haven't figured out the best spot yet.
Put it above your bed.
I would love to, but Jessica doesn't like it.
Nice.
I couldn't have it above my bed. I couldn't do that either. Like,
You know what
if
it is?
you're gonna have
It's heavy.
sex in there ever, forget it.
It's heavy, and she's afraid it's gonna fall and hit her in the head. Solid glass.
That's reasonable
Pretty sure Jesus knows. when he does
concern.
I just figured the show needed a little blessing after that.
We all need to do the sign of the cross.
Mother's mustache says, "Oh Lord."
Oh, lordy, lordy.
Yeah, that's too funny. I would be afraid that would fall on my head too.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. And I'm not the handiest person. I'm sure I'd like put the wall thing up wrong.
And the thing is that I get all these big, huge blow molds. My whole life, I have always wanted a big, huge light up nativity scene in my
There
yard.
you go. Oh, I thought you were
But-
gonna say giant blowhole.
But now I live out in the country, and I have my electric company is a co-op, and it's like astronomical the prices they charge for the electricity. So I wouldn't dare decorate my house for Christmas anymore, But I always want, and now I get them all the time, and I don't ever put them up. I just sell them.
It's always those
Yeah.
damn Bert and Ernie guys.
My whole entire life, I always wanted a nice nativity scene out in my yard.
Are you that person that's going to leave their Christmas nativity up year round?
Oh, I love Christmas. I actually wanted to move to Christmas, Michigan, so I could have Christmas all year round. When I was younger, my husband's like, "No, we're not moving to Christmas, Michigan." That was when I was a kid. I used to tell my dad when we drive through Christmas, Michigan, which you can't blink when you drive through there. It's so small, or you'll miss it. And I used to tell my dad that I was going to move there someday so I could have Christmas all year round. I
Okay,
love Christmas.
change of subject. Sorry.
Pickens said that they got worked over by their hoe yesterday.
Change of subject, but I got a question.
Okay, what?
You're not gonna talk about reselling, are you?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
All right. So
Yeah,
Here's
somebody,
Dusty bringing it down.
Well, I'll let Nikki talk about it because I've actually got to do something real quick. But all right, so apparently there's this glitch lately where eBay shipping labels, when you go to print a shipping label, it's not pulling it out of your PayPal balance; it's going straight to your backup funding.
Mhm.
So I'm like, what? And normally I'm pretty religious about checking PayPal. I check PayPal several times a day, and I check bank account on a fairly regular basis. But I got a little lax, and I have like $32.61, $3 charges It did it to me on the 3rd and the 4th. Have they fixed that glitch yet, or does anybody know?
I don't think so, because it happened to me yesterday. And what was weird was I had a FedEx Smart Post come out of my bank account too, which usually FedEx Smart Post is on my monthly eBay statement.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Got a FedEx.
So
What
that
did it
even
say?
came out.
I don't know. You said PayPal shipping.
Yeah. And that came out of my bank account yesterday too.
I mean, I don't care because I mean I've got the money in. It's going to come out one way or the other. It explains now why, and I should have been on top of things better. That like Tuesday night or whatever, I was like, I don't have that much money in PayPal. I mean, I should have known that my balance wasn't going down any. But it's a little. I think to me, it's a little disconcerting. If they're already glitching like that, they're not going to, once they fix this glitch accidentally, I mean, because it could happen, then I'm still going to get billed for that FedEx or that whatever on my account anyhow. That would suck.
Yeah. And the guy tried to blame me for it, saying, oh, well, you have your credit card, your debit card as backup funding. Or I mean, as your main funding for your PayPal account. I said I never ever would do that because on my small account I have my PayPal set up, and then I have an internet account for that PayPal for the backup funding. So I hardly ever have money in that account of a significant amount.
So where is that setting at, and where exactly is that setting at to change or make sure it's correct? Does anybody have any idea where that's at in eBay?
Yeah, let me look. It's not in eBay, it's in PayPal.
Yeah, it's a PayPal.
I gotta look it up here. I know where it's at though.
Robin Birchall said that it's a PayPal issue. They know about it and they're working on it.
Was Robin the one? Sorry, Robin, I don't remember, but was she the one that in like the post in my group put the whole like I talked to a really cool rap and all that? Okay, yeah, I think that was her.
Yeah. Yeah, she said it. The glitches with all the PayPal merchant billing agreements.
That's going to be some jacked up crap because there was somebody, and it was my eyes weren't open yet, but somebody else posted that they had $1,145 in overdraft fees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was really upset about it and wanted to tell everybody because, like I said, my small account is the one where I have the internet account, bank account, and like I said, I usually don't have a bunch of money in there, but it's at Wells Fargo, which we all know Wells Fargo will charge you for anything and won't take away those charges, you know. So, so that's why I was like, oh my God, good thing I had money in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, unless your backup funding is under your mattress, that could put you in a sticky spot, you know?
Well, you know, like my big account, like my big eBay account, my big PayPal account is linked to my checking account. But this smaller one, that's linked to the internet account, which I never, ever have money in there, hardly ever. And luckily I had made a big purchase from that account, and I had money left in there over from that.
Right, because not everyone has money in their backup funding account per se. I mean,
yeah,
you know, you never know. I have 2 different business checkings alone, and you know, it depends on where I put money at that time, and that could have screwed me up. But apparently, it didn't happen. So I
go to the add an account page. It's where you add a bank account. It says Mother's Mustache.
Yeah, it's I was on it like 50 times yesterday looking at it. Why can't I find it today? Because I need to.
I hate the freaking beta PayPal anyhow. I got opted out of that. I called one day and I was like, I hate this new format because I can't find anything. And you put me back on the one that looks like 1985. And they stepped me back on it and they're like, well, I don't know how long it's going to last. At some point, you're getting opted in a new one. But I seriously can't find anything in PayPal. I mean, there's not that many times that I need to find something, but it feels like they made the PayPal main page like all fluffy and pretty. I don't need fluffy and pretty. Give me utilitarian.
Exactly. I think it's more phone friendly.
Yeah, but we use the app though, so who cares? I mean, I mean, I've never logged in from the browser into PayPal, so I don't know. All right, tools, business setup.
Yeah, it's something about. Let's see here. God, I looked at it like tons yesterday, and I can't find it. I think it's under money. Yeah. No, because that's just adding a bank account.
I mean, the biggest thing is like right now, I can see my balance is going down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had $128 in there, and I
Well-
just printed a 261 label. Then it shows 126.05. So I
Well,
guess
that's
the
the
biggest
thing.
thing would be, huh?
And that's the thing. It's not every charge going out of your bank account. Some charges I had were coming out of my PayPal balance. Some were coming out of my backup funding account.
Yeah.
Go look around for
So
lunch.
it's not. It wasn't consistent, you know. And that's why that's how I got that guy yesterday who was trying to accuse me of it being my fault of having it set up wrong, because I was like, okay, so then why did X amount of this payment and this payment come out of my PayPal account then? You know, if it says because he was trying to say that I had it set up wrong, and I know I didn't. And I says, okay, so if I had it set up the way you say I do, then why did these shipping payments come out of PayPal and these ones came out of my backup funding? All 5 of those payments I did at the same time, same day. You know, shipped one, shipped next one, shipped the next one. Two of them came out of my PayPal account. 3 of them came out of my bank account. And I had money in my PayPal account to cover it. So
Yeah,
the way I have mine set up, it should come out of PayPal first, then my backup funding.
Right, which is right. And I can't, Robin, you're going to have to help me, or whoever. I think it was Robin that said go to
Having a hard
whatever.
time finding it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Crap in the PayPal beta.
I had found it yesterday, but I can't find it again today.
Damn. You know, just leave the damn website the way it was. You know, it's PayPal.
Oh, I know.
Fluffy and friendly. It's an accounting, basically a bank account. I don't need fluffy and friendly with my money.
Mm-hmm.
Payment.
Here it is. Okay, so I was just gonna say, you want to go to my money, bank accounts, cards, and more under my profile. Go to my money and click on it, and then if you go down there, it's.
Are you on the desktop version, or are you on?
Oh, maybe I'm on the mobile. So mine ain't gonna help anyways.
Hey, maybe it's because I have a business account, but I don't see my money.
I have a business account too.
That's what I figured. There's money. I see more. Payment preferences. Choose your preferred way to pay online. PayPal balance. Okay, I set that. I don't know why they just can't leave websites alone and leave them alone.
I know they're always trying to make it so. Oh, we're trying to make it so you're not getting scammed or this and that. It's like, and they end up making it so hard to use or just so bad that it ends up getting screwed up or whatever. I mean, it's like leave stuff alone.
Hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
It's my buddy Jim.
Hi.
You would be like if you were a mechanic and you showed up to work one morning and someone had taken your toolbox and moved all the sockets to a different shelf, all the wrenches, open-end wrenches to a different shelf, all the air tools were different. And I mean, when
Exactly.
you talk to customer service, it's like they just don't get that. It's like, this is my job. So when I come to work, I expect my tools to be in a certain place. It just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Incrementally. Don't like one day say, okay, now we're going to change the whole damn thing. You know, it's just nuts.
I know. It drives me nuts. And you know, we've had this set up. We've had this set up for years. Don't come and tell me that I've got it set up wrong. It hasn't been set up it's been set up for years. You can't tell me I did it wrong because it was working just fine until you guys started. And he told me he must have slipped up because he told me that they were making new changes So, and that's what happened is they were making some changes and they ended up getting a glitch and screwing up everybody's account is what it was.
So everybody's
Yep.
talking about, okay, so guys, basically what you need to do is go to, and if you're on the beta version on the desktop on PayPal, go to all activity, and then you're going to have to look, I mean, depending on how much you shipped, you're going to have to look at each little line item transaction. Like this says 7:14 a.m., which that's
Or
specific.
go into your bank account.
Payment to eBay Inc. shipping, minus 261. And it shows that my balance went down from the previous transaction. Now, if you see one where your balance didn't go down, that's one that's probably going to get sucked out of your bank account.
Mm-hmm. Or just go to your bank account and look.
Yeah, it'd probably be
Well,
easier.
yeah, but I want to reconcile that with PayPal. I mean, and figure out,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to get double charged on shit.
I know. And that was another thing. It looks, when you look at the charges, it looks like you're getting double charged. Because all of those, I almost showed you guys my PayPal account. All of those ones that were taken out on PayPal was being taken out, and then they show on my bank statement. But if you click on them and look at them, it shows that it was taken out of your backup funding, and then
Right.
and then yesterday also I
That's
made
what
a
I'm saying.
purchase
If you
for
look
that.
at that line item and your PayPal balance didn't go down any, then
Yeah.
obviously it got sucked out of your backup sourcing.
And yesterday I made a purchase, $76 purchase for that shirt press that I bought, and which I didn't have to drive all the way to Hibbing to get. They shipped it for $12. Anyways, first of all, when I had her run the card over the phone, it declined, and I was like, "What the hell?" So, anyways, I had it go again. I had her run it again, and because I had her run it again so fast, it put a red flag up at PayPal. So then they put a temporary hold on it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I was just yelling at the guy at PayPal. I was like, "Come on, people, you guys are messing with my money. I need to be able to purchase stuff and not be sitting there. What if I was at the gas station, a crowded gas station, and all of a sudden they're like, 'Sorry, ma'am, your card's been declined.' What the hell? That's embarrassing."
Yeah.
16, 17, 18, 19.
Not to mention, what if I got gas and already pumped it and that was the only form of payment? I have other forms of payment, but what if I only had that form of payment?
Yep.
What would I do? I'd be stuck at the gas station until I could find somebody to bring me some cash.
I got 34
wait.
PayPal.
Gas stations.
34 shipping labels on my bank account.
Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised that, well, mine used to flag it back when we first started having a lot of them come through. And I just called them and I said, you know what, unless it's something major, I said, don't. Because they would call me every single time. And I finally said, we got to stop this.
Yeah.
This is going to be a normal thing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I appreciate them having the, checking my account and all that kind of stuff. And so I think I'm surprised they didn't call on that one with like 37 of them in one day. But they must have flagged my account to not do it or whatever.
Yeah, so this had been happening for a couple of days. So as soon as I got off the phone with PayPal, I hurried up and posted it on 2 of the groups so that people would be aware of it and to look for it. Because like that one girl in the group, she was overcharged all these overdraft fees, And like I said, luckily I had money in my account. Otherwise, I would have been in that same predicament.
Right.
So I wonder how they're going to handle it. I'm sure there's probably some wording somewhere in their PayPal agreement, probably says they're not liable, blah, 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 that they could technically get away. But I wonder if they're going to make it right and make up people's. Somebody was saying in the side chat a minute ago, they had that glitch like that happened a few years ago, and PayPal paid their overdraft fees. But my question is, what would happen? What would happen when it happens on a wide scale like that? I mean, that could cost them a lot of money.
This is
And
happening to a lot of people.
My second question is, how hard is it to fake a bank statement with a 37 overdraft fees? Because that's a lot of money I could use. I would never do that. I would never do that. But somebody in theory could.
Yeah, because that one chick said that it was that all they were waiting for was her to send screenshots of her bank statements showing the overdraft fees.
Well, hell, I can make some banks. I can make some space.
But then again, I've been on the phone with them and they've told me one thing, and then I've called back to take them up on what they told me they were going to do, and they said, well, I don't know why that person said that. They're not supposed to. They don't have authorization to say that. So was they just blowing smoke up her butt or what? You know, telling her what she wanted to hear to get her off the phone, and they're really not going to cover it. I hope that's not the case.
I do not know.
Yeah.
And don't call me Shirley.
I mean, luckily this time it worked out in my favor. You know, I didn't end up getting charged, but.
Robin says you have to call PayPal and have your account flagged as one of the affected ones, and they're going to credit your PayPal account to cover your fees if you incurred any.
Nice. Well, I hope they do it good. I never even looked at my big account to see if my checking had been charged, but that wouldn't be a big deal if it was, because there's money in there all the time. But
Oh my goodness, Barbara has long hair.
yeah,
I never even noticed. That's awesome. Hi, Barb.
Longish.
Wow. It's so funny. I was looking at the icon. Is that like 70s share or? Awesome.
Well, that was a good discussion. I'm glad you brought that up, Dusty.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully anybody that affected that, you know, maybe had an old bank account or just didn't have the money, period, in their regular, you know, whatever their bank account is. But hopefully anybody that got hit with overdrafts, you know, gets made whole. Hopefully PayPal does the right thing. If not, I would just use it as a learning, unfortunately, a learning lesson to keep an eye on your statements, keep an eye on your bank account. I typically, and this is kind of anal, but I typically a lot of times have PayPal open. You know, it'll close itself out after 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. But when I'm doing my shipping, I'm usually checking stuff like that.
I am too.
You know,
because I have been charged double before.
And it should have, you know, and it should have sent up a red flag on myself. Like I said, when I had more money in my account than what I should have had, that should have said something right there, you know. My own fault, but I mean, fortunately for me, wasn't any issue because we had the money in our bank account. So, but it's going to suck because there's probably a lot of people that didn't. So,
well, like I said the other day, you know, there's a lot of people who are living sale to sale, you know.
Right.
And there's a lot of people out there. I see them in the groups all the time talking about it. And we were talking about returns the other day and how they really suck for some people because, yeah, most people on here are living sale to sale, and for something like this to happen, it's devastating.
Right, but that's a good example though of where, and I get it. Not everybody can, because a lot of times, you know, you're just trying to keep the power on or whatever. But at some point, you need to build yourself into a business.
Yeah.
And have some reserves and not, you know, not spend the money before,
you
know, spend the money before it's been time. You've had time to get to the person and realize you may have an issue with the item, or they may not like it, or they may whatever, and you may have to give a refund. And that's tough as hell to do when, you know, it's like pay the power bill so they don't shut the power off. versus whatever. I mean, I totally get that, but I think you should be working toward that point of where, you know,
Hmm.
you have a little extra in the bank. I mean, that's obviously
Yeah.
the goal with all of us, but
Oh,
Well, and like a bank like Wells Fargo, you know, if that overdraft comes through, and if the money's not in there and that overdraft comes through, they'll charge you the 30 whatever dollars for it. And like my credit union for my big account, my main account, like if I make sure, if I've been banking with them for years, if I get a oops and I haven't transferred money into that account or whatever, um, if as long as I put money in that day, even if it's after a certain time where it's supposed to go on the next business day, they'll still take that charge away because I got money in that day, you know. But
just
like
out of
Wells Fargo,
curiosity,
they won't.
just out of curiosity, I know you live in a smaller town, and it's kind of personal, and you don't have to answer on the show. Why the hell do you bank with them? I can't stand them. I mean, I know people that do bank there, and maybe that's your only option, but
no, I absolutely hate Wells Fargo, and it was just I don't even know why I got the account with them. There was some kind of special whatever, they were giving away something or whatever, and I opened up my business account with them because they had some kind of special going on. It was years ago, and it was just an internet account, so no big deal. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is. So, and I just don't take the time to go transfer everything back over to my bank, my credit union.
yeah, we use a credit union
Wells
too.
Fargo. They're
That's
like
one thing
Huh?
I love about credit unions. We don't get feed for anything,
Yeah.
really. You know,
Oh, I know.
it's
I can get
still truly free checking. You know,
Yeah, I can get free cashier's checks through them. Wells Fargo will charge me like, I think it's like $9 or something for a cashier's check. I can get free ones through my because I always pay my mortgage with cashier's check, just so nothing ever can go wrong, you know.
I think the one that got me is I had somebody write me a check on Wells Fargo, and it was for like something they bought off me or something. I don't even remember, but it's like a friend of mine or whatever. And I had that check, and it was riding around in my wallet. This is before our credit union started doing. They added to their app where you can remotely deposit checks, or I would have just done it that way. So you take a picture of the front and back, and so I had this check right around my wallet, and we happened to be at like Target, and there was a Wells Fargo in the parking lot. And I'm like, I'm going to run in there real quick and cash this like $40, $50 check. Now they wanted $10 to cash that check. And I'm like, this is drawn on one of your customers. And they're like, that's our policy. And then the girl has the nerve to turn around and she goes, was there a reason that you don't open an account at Wells Fargo? And I just really loud said, yeah, because it's shit like that right there.
Yep.
And she's like, well, why wouldn't, and she gets kind of ugly. She's like, well, why wouldn't you just deposit in your credit union? And I said, because my wife's running air. I said, my God, is this like the Spanish Inquisition or whatever? Like, like seriously? And she's like, I don't. And I said, you know what? Just forget it. I'll deposit in my credit union. I said, but I'll never do business here again. And I didn't get ugly about it, but I ended up tweeting at Wells Fargo. I tweeted to them, and I'm like, that's just ridiculous. And then, of course, they're like, oh, go back in and see a branch manager. And I'm like, no, ain't happening.
Yeah. Well, I remember why I opened the account. Just reminded me why I opened the account at Wells Fargo was because my husband's bank, or my husband's company, banks through Wells Fargo. All the payroll checks come through Wells Fargo. And this was years and years and years ago when before I didn't have a bank account at the time. And we tried to cash his payroll checks when he first started there at Wells Fargo. And they wanted to charge us like $5 each time. And I ended up opening a bank account just so that we could cash there and not get charged. But then it was shortly after that I ended up going to my credit union. But then I never shut the account down. So then when I had this second store opening up, I was like, well, I've got this other account, so I'll just use that for my small account.
Jason, what do you have? What is
Could you
that?
guys
Jason?
stop? You're upsetting Mike. The Wells Fargo pony.
Are you a Wells Fargo? Are you a Wells Fargo fanboy, Jason?
Yeah, but only because when I moved there, I was originally Chase, and unfortunately in PA there's no Chase Bank, so I had to switch. And Wells Fargo is very prominent here, so it was just convenient.
Yeah. I always go to
they give
I like credit unions.
And they give good gifts.
Because you're paying for it with all these fees you're paying them.
Yeah. That is true. Well, like the owner of my husband's company, after people started complaining about them charging them to cash their payroll checks, he told Wells Fargo, "You stop charging my employees to cash their checks there, or I'm pulling all my money out of there."
Yeah,
And they did.
that. I've worked briefly for a guy that banked at Wells Fargo, and he got the branch manager to flag their account where it was the same kind of deal where they specifically on that account didn't charge the employees, but you shouldn't have to do that. I mean, that's my thing.
No.
I understand convenience. I guess it just depends on how many times. I mean, but with everything online, do you really need to go to your bank?
Yeah.
That often? Does the average reseller need to really be visiting like their branch? What?
Shit.
Yeah. The only time I have to go there to transfer money. If I go take money out of one account or write a check from my one account to the other, I do have to do that.
Yeah.
But because it's two different separate banks, But yeah, it's just I've just never closed it. Never thought about it, I was like, whatever. But I've been noticing now they're charging me $5 a month to have an account with them. I just realized that. All these years that I've had this account, they're charging me $5 a month to have a damn account with them. And I says, oh, I got a cha-ching.
Welcome to Wells Fargo.
Yeah. And I says, well, why would you guys be charging me? Well, you don't use your debit card enough from this account. And I'm like, what? They're like, well, if you use your debit card more, we still charge you, but it's like you're not really being charged. I'm like, what the hell sense does that make? It didn't make any sense to me. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go close it and move everything over to my credit union.
It's so funny. Nikki just made a sale, but she lost like $15 for her banking fees.
Oh, I know. It's so terrible. Yeah, I hate Wells Fargo.
Go close it. Make that something you can do today.
Yeah, I
we
should.
get off here.
That leads us into another topic I wanted to say. I've no, seriously, you guys should watch this video. It's by Crazy Picker Life. And he did a video yesterday or the day before on focus. And he said, and it was like he was talking to me personally. It felt like when I was watching this video. And he said it's about making a list of things that will make your life, things to do that will make your life and your business better. And get at least 20, 30 things on that list. And then every day it's the 6 list. Every day you put 6 list at the top, or today's list, or whatever, and you number it 1 through 6, and you take 6 things in number of importance off that main list that you had made and do those on that day. Now you want to put the most important things at number 1, 2, and 3, so that if you don't get down to 4, 5, and 6, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, you want to put order of importance from 1 to 6 on what you want to do that day, and then just cross off your list. And I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to stick to that. And he said, do it for 30 days, and you wouldn't believe how much your life will be better. And that really makes a lot of sense.
If you're a list person, but and I talked a lot about that in my last video. It depends on your personality type. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a list person. I'm not like our kids. We tried chore charts for years growing up. We're just not list people.
Yeah.
We're just not. It's not necessarily a discipline thing. But then again, it's like somebody said something about like my inventory system, and Eric has gotten on me several times. You need to get boxes and number and what. My brain doesn't work that way. I'm a visual person.
Yeah.
I know where things are. I can, like, Rain Man kind of nerdy, stupid. I know where that's at. I can close my eyes and put my hands on my inventory. But if I did a box system where I can't see it, it ain't gonna work for me. But no, I think that's good if you're a list kind of person.
Me too, because item number 1 would be like, get breakfast.
Well, I can see on my list every day, my first one will be list 10 items this day, today, or 20 items or whatever, because I have not been doing that. So that's going to be number 1 every day on my list, I don't know. Whether I follow through or whatever, but it was like he was talking to me personally when I was watching that video. And I've really never felt that way when I've watched a video. So I related to that video, I should say. And I'm not really that big of a list person either. I used to be, but I've kind of been lax lately. And I should get back in. I think after I start doing it diligently for 30 days, maybe I'll get into that routine, and it'll start making a new routine for me, get me back focused. Because I have lost a lot of focus. I used to be totally focused on listing, make sure I get my listings done every day, getting focused on making sure my inventory is proper, and everything. So I really think it's going to help me. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know in 30 days.
And I think that's awesome. I think that is good.
I don't know. It kind of, when you do that list, because I made up my big list yesterday when I was thinking, when I had it fresh in my mind, and it makes you think about it. You know what I mean? Because you can go all day.
But the biggest question is, where is your list at right now?
It's sitting in the house.
And that's not funny. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Yeah.
Where is it though? At home?
Yeah, it's in the house. I'm out in the van. I mean, I'm at home, but my husband's home today because he wasn't feeling well. So.
And you're not taking care of him?
Did everybody hear me say, "Shit, Job, the washer's broken"?
No.
He turned
Hi,
it
naked
on,
man.
and the belt started burning.
Oh,
and,
no.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I guess I forgot to mention that the washer was broken. He's like, "Shit, Mom, you could have told me."
Mhm.
I went running after it.
Didn't you just fix your washer?
Yeah, it's done. I'm gonna have to get another one.
Too bad you weren't up here yesterday. They sold like 6 washers. Really good price.
Damn. Barely picker. Just kidding.
Anyways, if you think you can get that list to work for you, I think you should go watch that video. It's really a good video.
I agree.
Yesterday when you commented on it, I watched it and it was really good. And I'm a big list person.
Yeah. But it just makes you aware of what you need to do. Even if you don't do the 6 list every day, making up that list of like 20 or 30 items of what you need to do really puts your mind in that mode, and thinking about what you need to do to make your business better or to make your life better. And I put both life and business, because a lot of times what'll happen is my house will take second fiddle to my business, and I'll be you know, for 2 weeks straight, I'll be just focusing on my business, listing every day, shipping, doing everything I need to do for my business, and spend all day on that. And my house takes second fiddle. And then all of a sudden I've got a mess in my house that I gotta spend 2 days cleaning, you know, because you know what I mean? So it kind of keeps your mind focused on exactly what you keeping your eye on the ball kind of thing, you know? Makes you think about what you need to do to make your stuff better. And it just gets, I think it, like I said, if you're not a list person, at least it's making you think about different things that you need to do, you know, to make things better.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but
No, it sounds good to me.
so yeah, like I said, if you don't even do the list every day, at least do the main list so that you can focus on what you need to get done in your life.
I think
Yep.
it's just figuring out what works for you. If you're a list person, I think that's a great idea. If you're not a list person, then figure out another way to get organized. It's kind of like everything with reselling. It's like, you know, and I'm not picking on it again, but if you're a clothing seller, then do it. Go be the best clothing seller ever. But I know my limitations. I hate listing clothing. So if I buy it, I won't list it. It'll just sit there and sit there and sit there. So
Yeah.
it's learning yourself and trying to figure out what works best for you, whether it be organization or listing or selling or, I mean, listing styles, you know, whether you're an auction person or a buy it now person or best offer person. I mean, this isn't a one size fits all
No.
type of business. Everybody's stuff is different. Oh, jeez. Cheese whiz.
He's in crackers.
Whoa, the Comfortable Life said, I just checked my PayPal and my debit card is not listed there anymore.
Nice.
That ain't good. Hold on. Okay, where is that in the freaking stupid part of it that I can't really figure out?
And see, I just called PayPal. If I have an issue with my money or they're screwing up, I just call them. They're usually pretty good about answering right away. I've never been put on hold for a long amount of time. Might now because there's so many people in an uproar, but I've always had good luck with just calling PayPal and just taking care of it that way. Then I know somebody has heard me and it's being taken care of right there on the spot, you know.
That's it.
So I just called them.
I've had.
I mean, not that I call them all the time, but
I think we should all go back to money orders. That's it.
yeah. When I'm dealing with money, I want to make sure I'm talking to somebody. I don't want to just sit and do it online.
Yeah, they are good with their phone support. I'll give them that. Yep.
Except for the guy I had yesterday.
Because it's always daytime. It's always daytime in India.
Oh my God. Oh wow.
Did he just go there?
He did.
I can't find crap, man. Send money, resolution center, PayPal here, virtual terminal, recurring payment. Somebody help me out.
Go to my profile and my money. Oh, you don't have that, you said.
Not on the desk.
Why do you have things and I don't? Oh, maybe because I'm looking on mobile.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on.
Different.
Hold on. Mobile.
Get off of me. God. Now you got me all muddy.
All right. Manage balance, manage
Sorry.
see activity, send money, request money, order ahead, in-store, loyalty cards, donate.
Was that a hitchhiker, Nikki?
Get off me, hitchhiker. No.
Thanks and cards.
You want to go to?
Okay, I got it.
You got it? Okay. Good. So I wasn't focused.
Yeah, I'm still good there. Get off of me, you creep.
What are you guys doing?
It was my dog. My dog jumped on me with his muddy feet. Good thing I haven't taken it for yet.
Grandma Magic Classics is having a yard sale. What state are you in?
I don't know where she's at. I'm not real sure. Sherry said Sally's giving the naked man the wet floor.
You ever rub his belly for luck?
Yeah, Grandma Magic Classics is in Michigan.
Michigan. All right, another Michigander.
So if you live in India and you get like outsourced to the U.S., does it work the other way around?
Nope.
Yeah, it does. Actually, I worked for a company. I worked for HCL, which is a company out of India, and we were outsourced. Yeah, we were working for the India people.
Oh my
And I have nothing wrong, no problem with people from India. It's not at all like that. Okay, never mind. I don't. I really don't. I just have a really hard time.
I worked for HCL, which is out of India, and let me tell you, I had the best and cheapest health insurance. They treated me very well. There was always, if there was this one woman who had, she was on short-term disability, and the company that was doing the short-term disability checks was screwing up and not sending her checks on a regular basis. She told them about it. They wrote her a check instantly. Well, put it in her bank account instantly of the money that she needed, and then they just ended up taking it out in payments out of her check when she came back to work. I mean, they were very, very good with people. Very good company to work for. Yep.
Huh.
I'll just say that. It was funny. All of our training videos, though, was from India, and
Grandma's
Weird
Magic
listening to
Classic
those.
said my brother used to live in Huntsville. I think he worked at a sock factory. Wonder if he lived in Fort Payne, Alabama, which is down the road. That's like the sock capital of the world. That's their claim to fame. We have a lot of mills here, but that's been years. Depends on how many years ago that was. I think the last one burned down in the 70s. All right, let's see. Valrica, Florida. Sweet. I've been needing you, I can do it.
So I did something yesterday.
Good one. What'd you do?
I got her address.
Let me go.
Make a list. Oh, we're panning. We're panning. Is that a naked woman?
Where am I?
That's like breast to the wall.
Oh, get up against the wall.
Put your hands up. Put your hands behind your back.
That's the bondage room.
It's the Blair Witch Project in
Oh yeah, in the corner. If that thing starts shaking, I'm out of here, guys.
What did you make a zone map or what?
No, I have this thing that I want to do, and it to some people it might sound kind of crazy, but I want to visit every Goodwill outlet in the United States.
Sweet Mary, Jesus, and Joseph.
Jesus, I don't even want to one around the corner.
That's gonna be. No, that's awesome.
That's something that I want to do, and so I'm in the process of picking out, all of the Goodwills and making my plan is to fly there get a hotel, go to the outlet, go back to the hotel, leave the next day. That's my plan.
Interesting. I remember a story a few years back of a guy that was so into McDonald's that he visited every single one in the U.S. I think that was about 5 years ago. I read that story, and he was telling like all about his whole life experience through. It was actually a pretty interesting story.
Is this to be profitable or just to do it more like entertainment wise?
Probably a little bit of both. I mean, I do intend on buying stuff. And I don't know. It's
Because
just
flying
something.
there, I wouldn't think it would be profitable.
Well, that's a write-off. That's a business expense. That's the way I kind of looked at it.
Are you going to film the experience?
Well, sure.
Oh, okay.
Sally, do you know you're on mute? Oh, maybe she does. She's doing something else.
Yeah, her mouth's open and her tongue is moving side to side. So she's definitely doing something else.
That sounds like fun, though.
Yeah, I mean, I just it's something that I kind of had an idea about, and meet some different people and go to some places that I've never been to. I think it would be a lot of fun.
It's kind of like an Australian walkabout.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, how many Goodwills are there? Did you look it up?
There's a lot. I don't know how many exactly, but I would say at least 100, if not more.
Were you talking to me?
Not right at the moment, but
Oh.
your tongue was
Look at her, she
moving
was like
around and
ghetto. You talking to me? Pop a cap in your ass. Yeah.
That's flat rate.
yeah, I would definitely do a vlog on it. Tape the experience. Yeah, absolutely. I would absolutely.
More than 100 Goodwills, though. Hold on.
Oh yeah, there's a
probably-
lot more.
I mean, shit, I can think of 10 just in my little area.
Ounces.
I would say there would be 250 to 3.
She's talking about outlets, though, not just Goodwills.
Right.
Oh, wait, what's the difference?
There's a big difference.
One's
Oh, you
the
mean like the
bins or the
bins?
weigh and pay?
Well, I'm sorry, I missed it, Dusty. I was too busy talking.
One is what they call the bins or the weigh and pay. That's the outlet
Oh.
where they dump all the
Yeah.
crap in a table and then everybody stabs each other trying to get to it.
Oh, so you might not survive that trip.
I'll make sure I have lots of insurance.
The only logistics thing I'm thinking about, though, is if you're flying, and I understand business write-off and whatever, but
Right.
what if you buy a lot of stuff? I mean,
Well, I can either send it home. I can go to like a Home Depot or Lowe's, get a couple of boxes and have it sent home, or I can take. I have 2 very big suitcases, and I can take both of those and bring them home.
yeah.
And that shouldn't be a problem.
Ma'am, has anyone handed you anything unusual lately? Oh yeah, I got a whole suitcase full of it.
Well, that's what I do when I go to California. Usually is I'll go there, and the last time I went, I got a little too much, and I had to ship some of that stuff home. So, I have been in that predicament before, but it's one of my things that I want to do, and looking forward to it. And
But
you know,
what
a few
about
of
people
them.
like me? But what about people like me that don't have an outlet? Are you still going to come visit me?
Well, sure. You actually
not.
you have a you know that's the thing too is a lot of those because me and Sally plan on visiting some of the outlets also when we're doing our road trip, and so we plan on I get to mark some off just by doing that. Um, so yeah, and you guys have one in
One in Nashville and one in Chattanooga. Those are both about an hour and a half away.
yeah, but you guys have one in Mobile, sorry, Mobile. And there's one in where is it? Seamus?
Where?
Seamus? I don't know. Seamus, Alabama. I don't know where that's at, but I tried to find it.
Selma?
No, Seamus. Semmes.
SE. Oh, that's wow. I think it's down south Alabama. That's a tiny little town. Oh, that's in Mobile County. So that's like.
Okay.
Well, there are 15 states that don't have a Goodwill outlet.
Right.
Huh.
There's 4 in Pennsylvania.
It's just one of those things that I want to do, and
15 in California.
Why not just buy like a cargo? Just brainstorming here. Why not just like buy like a cargo van, which would probably cost you less than all that airfare, and then just drive around in a cargo van, and then you'd have all your inventory with you.
Yeah.
That's a thought.
She doesn't want to do it that way.
Sorry. Do what?
Yeah.
I said because she doesn't want to do it that way.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to do every Goodwill. I'm going to fly to every single Goodwill. There may be only a select few that I might fly to, maybe like Washington or something like that. But it's just the thing of me getting there is really not. Somehow, whether I drive or whether I fly or whatever, it's just going to be, that's the way I'm going to do it. More for a fun factor than, really profitable, I would say. I mean, I want to do it, I want to make a profit on it, and I understand the airfare, but it's just something I want to do. That's kind of in my mind that I want to do that. Motorhome. Yeah, I mean, you could do it in an RV, go all the way around and travel from place to place. Yeah, that's an option, and that may be something that I do also. So, yeah, there's a couple of different options. Yeah, I understand. It's a hard thing to do. Just to pack up and go on the road. And like I said, I thought it was going to be this year that I was going to be able to do that, but it doesn't look like it's probably going to be next year. So, but that's okay. It gives me a little more time to plan and think about how I want to do things. And a great way to stay busy. That's right. That's something that I've been wanting to do is getting that map up and kind of planning that out. It's a little project that I can do Besides, that's what I need. I need hobbies because I think doing, reselling, I think that wears on you and it burns you out pretty quick. So if you're, and I don't have that option of, you know, getting in the car and going somewhere right now. So I have to find other people. And that's the thing too, if I have somebody that, if there's somebody else out there, another reseller, meet up with them, depending on where they're at, or, if somebody wants to tag along, they can, meet me there and we can go to the outlet together or, yeah, I just think that would be fun.
Yeah, let me know when you hit this way. I'll definitely go.
All right.
Absolutely. We could have like a clothing fight or something. Start throwing bins at one
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
We can stab each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that anyway.
It'd be awesome.
It is an interesting experience if you've never been to one of those bin places.
It is. It is. I mean, you have to be. Well, the first time I went, I was like, "Oh my God!" And these people are just like crazy.
It's so funny. It's like I only went once, just out of curiosity, really. And I'm sitting there digging through these bins, and these people are like trying to push me away. Except, like, I'm a big guy. You can push all you want. I'm not moving anywhere.
Right. Right. Yeah, but there can be some pretty ugly people. You just you entertain it. You just can't. You can't be let them push you around, but definitely hold your ground.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience. My only suggestion would be to bring plenty of that antibacterial stuff, or wear gloves because it's very dirty.
Yeah, it is very dirty. Actually, the last time I was there, I cut my my hand. I think it was my hand or my finger, one of them, on just like some broken. It was like a statue or something, and.
Oh, great! And this is how the zombie apocalypse starts.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, oh my God.
That's where it begins. Ground zero.
Wow. Yeah. And it was like it in an area. Usually, my blood kind of clots up pretty quickly, and man, I was bleeding like a stuck hog. Oh my God.
Yeah, you really do have to be careful. I did notice a lot of like broken glass or broken plastic in some of those bins. You can't just dig in and like not be poked with something per se.
Yep. Yeah, you would definitely. I think if you're digging around, a lot of that stuff is not. It's somewhat organized where you got clothes in one and
books in another. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm in the clothes, I probably don't want to wear gloves because you can feel a lot of that stuff. And but if you're dealing with hard goods and stuff like that, yeah, wear a pair of gloves and protect yourself. Everything's all good. But that's one of my goals. That's something that I want to do, and it may take a long time to. It's not like I've got this thing where I'm doing it in a year. I want to. It's something that I'm just gonna. It's gonna be ongoing, is what I'm trying to say.
So you're not setting like a time limit on it, like, or anything?
No.
Like that? Oh, okay.
No.
Did you see what I was doing?
Nope. What were you doing?
I was trying to explain to my oldest son how a washer works. Because he's gonna go hand wash his clothes instead of taking them to the laundromat
Right.
because the washer's broken. So I'm telling him all an agitator is just a rod in the middle, and then it just goes back and forth like this. And he sees that I'm on here and that the camera's on, and he goes, "No, Mom." He thinks that the sound is on too, but he goes, "No, Mom, I don't want to see how you massage black men's cocks."
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Like,
And
shut
you
up.
guys were worried about the Jesus conversation.
I got this
Here we go.
covered, Nikki. I got it covered. you're out of the red zone. Did they what?
Wow.
You know, when we talk, I often remember the first look Dusty gave me when I was talking about that dirty dick seafood crab.
God.
And the conversations have gone way farther south than that.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty mild person.
Yeah, we've pretty much gone to full-blown raunch now.
Yeah. It's like, what can you say that's worse than that, you know?
Oh, don't ask that. Don't ask. Just, why would you even Was that rhetorical?
I mean,
or
I
did
think
you- somebody will answer
I
that.
think we just went somewhere even Toadcast never went. Sally's so cute. I love
Hello,
Sally.
Black Eyed Joe. He's in the chat.
Who?
Black Eyed Joe.
Hi, Black Eyed Joe.
I thought he changed his name and he was like the grumpy Australian picker or something.
I don't
That's
know.
his YouTube.
Why are you giving
Why did he change his name?
I thought he did. I thought he was.
I thought his name was Dirty Kangaroo Patch.
Wow.
So last night when I bought the car, it was funny because I accidentally left my checkbook at home. So I was like,
Uh-oh.
"Oh crap!" You know, which the auctioneer would have been fine if I paid him today. You know, but I don't like to do that. Anyways, because I've known him my whole life. You know, so he wouldn't have an issue. But I called my dad. I'm like, "Dad," because he just lives right by there. I'm like, "Dad, can you write me a $1,200 check?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem."
He's like, yeah, but it's written on Wells Fargo and it'll cost you $12 to cash it.
And he's like, I said, "Just till tomorrow." He goes, "Till Monday? Sure, no problem." I said, "No, just till tomorrow." And he goes, "Oh, definitely."
Did you buy the car for resale, or is this something you're keeping?
I actually think we're giving it to my daughter.
Oh, okay.
And Dusty, to answer your question, I don't remember how many miles were on it. My husband was the one that decided to buy it, so
Understand. It's all good.
I'll have to look. But it's got a digital display, so and I don't have the keys for it. So
What the hell, man?
it's in pretty good shape too. There's no rust on it. The rear seats got some stains on them, but I could probably get them out.
The seats have more mileage than the car.
Yeah, probably.
As Sally's eating a banana.
Oh my God.
Work it, girl.
We are just crazy today.
It's me.
It's Friday.
It's Nikki. It's everyone. But it's mostly Nikki.
Yeah. course it is.
It's all Nikki's fault.
It's all right. I got broad shoulders. Blame me.
Take these and post up.
Me too, for my big head.
I bought these the other day. I thought I was getting such a good deal. It was a whole package of these.
If Nikki
These,
put out a cucumber, I am out of here.
No, these snack time cheese crackers from Dollar General. I got a whole box of them for 75 cents. There's 6 packages of them. And I thought, oh, I was getting such a good deal. So I bought like 6 boxes of them. And they're really not that good.
What were they?
Cheddar cheese crackers.
We bought like 4 cases of peanut butter crackers that ended up like not selling on eBay, and then we just ate all 4 cases. Well, Tristan and Gabriel did.
That's what happened to my leftover Faygo. It's like somebody needing a soda fix, and well, I got some Faygo in there on the top shelf. I guess I could take it down.
Yeah, you got to shake that stuff and then open it and splash it everywhere.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
Be all sticky.
I know you can. I'm sure if you go to one of their concerts, I bet you everyone is like totally sticky.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah. I watched a video because I was like, "There's no way that they do that," and it was like
They do.
they just take it and
Yep. You get doused, apparently.
Doug, you're worth 75 cents. I'm going to put 75-cent sticker on you. The sticker on his nose is driving him nuts.
All right.
Nikki, you're not parked at a meter, right?
No, I'm at my house.
Oh, okay.
I'm in my driveway. This time of year, I just love being outside. I don't want to go inside. It's just so gorgeous outside. And I don't have my lawn furniture set up, so I'm just sitting in my van with the door open.
Choose from hundreds of templates.
Once it starts getting warm outside.
somebody needs to shoot that guy in the face.
My
Who?
That, you know, there's a couple of them that have those ads on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
what
Hi.
ads?
The
Tie
website
in.
one. Well, you know the ads are picked by AdSense based on like your keywords, stuff like that. And it tends to be like on ours. I just realized it's like I mean, the content producers don't have any control over it, but it ends up being that Wix. You need a website or freaking Ty Lopez. So I watched Ty Lopez yesterday, and I'm like, okay, so who the crap is this guy? So I watch him walk through this mansion where it's like he's running into walls at one point where it's like, okay, that's your house and you don't know your way around that corner. Like, really? You know, so then I click on his website, it's like tylopez.com. And he's sitting in this, like, it looks like a lawyer's office. It's probably his attorney's office. And it's like all like law books behind him and stuff. And it's like, really, dude? You're advertising how to make money doing crap online, and you have a library like a lawyer? What do you need that for? It's like so obvious. And then he's
That's
like,
awful.
look at these testimonials. And it's like some kid, I don't know what the kid's name was. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to put him in Facebook. I put the kid's name in Facebook, and he's got all these videos. He's like, I'm here at Ty Lopez's house playing basketball on his basketball court. And the kid's like, so, like, and I'm not athletic, so I can make fun of people that are not athletic. But it's like, the kid's like not at all athletic. And it's like, it's 4 guys standing around on this lit up at night basketball court or whatever that obviously belongs to none of them. And they're just randomly shooting hoops. But then all of a sudden, this guy runs across with like this backpack and camera, and he's taking pictures and stuff. And it's like, wow, you just got that guy in the shot, and it just became really obvious that this was all staged as a photography thing. That's awesome.
Dumb.
People fall for crap like that.
Yeah.
What do you fall for? You fall for me?
Good answer, babe. Good answer.
So Nikki, where are the dogs if the entire back of the truck is full?
They're out here. My Willow's inside with Daddy, and Lugnut's out here running around playing with his balls.
Doing what?
Is he licking them?
No, he's playing with his tennis balls.
Oh.
I have a box to ship that in. I don't think I'll have a box. Well,
And every once in a while he comes up to me and whines and wants me to pet him, and then he goes back to playing with his tennis balls.
Oh, that was good. You could have done that if you tried.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day.
wrap it up.
Yeah, I gotta get.
Everybody has. That's a wrap.
Yeah, after Sally's comment, I don't think there's much more we can talk about.
Where'd Sally go to get another banana?
I think she needed a double. No, I'm not going to go there. Nope. Not going there. So we'll see everybody on Monday. If everybody has a great day, you and hope you get a lot of good sales. You can share with us on Monday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Have a great day.
Bye.